Kat and Iniba, and welcome back to Halo Halo. Phil, I'm Dennis. Caco invented and co-founded the Undress with April Estrada. The Undress is a new way for women who are on the go, change into different outfits in a stylish manner and without getting naked. Their first Kickstarter campaign was an instant success, and they're back with a second version. Here's their amazing journey.
I'm Dennis, and I'm actually the inventor of the Undress.
And I'm April, and I'm the co-founder of the Undress.
Yeah, so a short bio of me is I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I've started several businesses as early as literally 16 years old. And the Undress is one of my latest projects.
I was actually working with Dennis before I started on the Undress, and my background is in videography and photography, and so he had projects that I was working on with him doing that, and when he showed me the idea for the Undress, I thought it was brilliant, and I was just really excited about it and wanted to see what I could do to help him make it a reality.
Yep.
So the Undress is actually a dress that allows women to change clothes, even in public, without ever getting naked. So it's perfect for active women who are always on the go, going from one event to another, or going from work and wanting to do a quick workout afterwards, and they can change anywhere really easily without having to resort to using a towel or hiding in their car or using a dirty public restroom. So it's really, really great.
We participate in a very popular run called Ed's Waterfront Run in San Diego, and about 50 to 100 runners gather every Tuesday to go run. We gather in a place that there's no restroom, and basically the parking lot and buildings, and what I noticed was for years, women before and after workouts would hide in their cars or in bushes or whatnot to change into or out of their workout clothes so that they can participate in the runs. And this is a normal thing for most active women. This is just what they deal with and what they do. And I thought one day, I was like, there's gotta be a better solution than this. And April was actually part of those runs as well. And so I committed to trying to figure out a better way than basically something better than a towel. and in 2014, late 2014, the Undress was born.
So when Dennis shared the idea for the Undress with me, I didn't have any fashion experience myself, but my first job was actually working with my mom, who is a pattern maker and sample maker in a company, and so I would help her cut fabrics and cut patterns, so I had a kind of background on it. And my sister is actually a fashion designer, and I've always been around fashion and apparel, but I've never done it myself. But I had the resources available to help make the first pattern that my mom made with her tiny sewing machine at our house, and create the first patterns for the dress and everything kind of from scratch, everything that Dennis needed to create the Undress from the idea into a physical, actual reality.
Yeah, so yeah, when I came up with the idea, I do have a business background, and I actually did own an apparel company 10 years prior, and I thought I'd never go back into apparel. And so when this idea came up, I was like, I wanted to just share it. I shared it with April. I thought it was pretty cool. When she thought it was really cool, that's when I got really serious about it, and we both got together and yeah, made it happen.
And I think what was really great, and I think is something special about Dennis, who's a man, coming up with this idea, is that as women, we're sort of used to dealing with things on our own, and I think we're always used to hiding underneath something to change. And he's able, from a different perspective, to come up with the idea of going underneath, which just makes the entire process, I think, so magical in the way that you can change, and it seems like an amazing transformation when you see it. I think it's a really great tool for women who are on the go and more active than ever, and I feel like women shouldn't have to go to the extent of finding somewhere to change or have it be a pain for them when they're doing amazing things like Ironman events or triathlons or running, or even busy moms who are doing one thing.
This dress literally helps people that go to the beach, like we said before, runners, cyclists, triathletes, so many different verticals. we want to, eventually our deal would be to design dresses specifically for those verticals, like specifically for hikers, specifically for our runners, specifically for our moms. Like there's so many different ways to, so many different types of women that we support with this product, and we just want to make sure that we can build a product that does deliver. So when we launched this original Kickstarter, we had no idea if anybody in the world would want the Undress. So, you know, Kickstarter works in a way that you have a certain amount of time and people can pre-order that product, our product, if they like it, and say, yes, I believe in that product, I'll buy it. And our goal at the time was to raise $22,000 in order to fund it so we can make Undresses. And so what ended up happening was in our 39 days of our campaign, we didn't raise $22,000. We ended up raising $615,000, which was really amazing. And then we knew that the world was looking for an answer to this problem.
Going into the first Kickstarter, we had never manufactured any of the dresses. They had never gone through production. So we had to figure out after the campaign was over. Initially, our goal was to make something around 400 dresses. At the end of the campaign, we ended up with 10,000 dresses that we now had to figure out how to manufacture and produce in time to deliver to everyone. So that was a huge challenge, and it was incredible how we were able to pull through it. But through sheer determination and just the willingness to to get through it and not wanting to let down our backers, we figured it out and we were able to deliver every single dress.
I think the other thing too is they realized on Kickstarter that it's really, you're not just buying a product from this big company. You're buying a product from two people that have a dream. Well, actually, we're more than just us. So we have a team, and we're just trying to live trying to live a dream and trying to create something really amazing. And people want to support that, and we're very grateful to the people who have, because it really does make a difference, and our lives have been forever changed. Some of the things that I think are important to do on Kickstarter. Number one, you've got to make sure that you communicate very clearly what the product is and what the project's for and why it's on Kickstarter. People like to back products, but really what they're doing is they're backing dreams. And I think when they saw our project, they knew that it was a couple people really trying to create something, and people love to get behind that, and it really didn't matter to us. Second, the people that back you and take care of you and purchase your product, you gotta create a relationship with them, thank them, and we really love every single person, seriously, that helps support us in our dream. It's really important to stay really create relationships, not just a customer. And then, you know, the social media is a huge part. Learn that, understand how social media works, and marketing and all of those other things to continue to help to make the project better. So over a year ago, we launched the first version. After sending out 10,000 plus dresses, we got a lot of feedback from our customers saying, this is what we think we can improve, and this is after using it, what we think you guys should do next. And so we took all of that data, we did almost 1,000 surveys, and all we wanted to do was give our backers what they were asking for. And so with the new version of the Undress, we have 15 improvements and upgrades, and 3 new functionalities on that dress. And so we brought that back out again where the company was born from in Kickstarter. Naturally wanted to go back. We went back to Kickstarter, and right now we're currently in the campaign right now, and with about 19 days left, we have raised $170,000. And so, yeah, we're really excited about that.
So we can find out more about the Undress version 2 at theundressversion2.com, and that'll take you to our Kickstarter page, and it's really easy to make a pledge. You can choose from any of the rewards we have available, including the Undress, which is $69, and there are also different reward levels that allow you to choose multiple dresses and different options, so you can go ahead and check that out. And we also have our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram to connect with us as well, and to join our community.